Okay, what can I expect from the 49ers that I don't want to see happening but could happen on draft day? So it wouldn't surprise me. The Niners, under the previous last two drafts, they've drafted a running back in the third round consecutive seasons, and those running backs have not panned out. I would just hope that we don't go to that route again, and maybe you can get one in the fifth, sixth, or seventh round at least. Fifth or sixth or seven round is fine because you're not taking a high flyer on the guy. Either undrafted, I don't care. As long as we don't draft high on a running back. I feel like if you're gonna get a running back, make sure he fits our system. Make sure he's not a power back who doesn't fucking fit our offense. Don't get a power back to lose fucking weight because he doesn't fit our offense. Don't get this power back to fucking play into a different style that he's not capable of playing because that is a wasted pick. Looking at your track record, Joe Williams didn't pan out. Didn't even make the roster. Trey Sermon, one season, didn't pan out. Ty Davis Price doesn't look like he's panning out whatsoever. But you get somebody like an Elijah Mitchell. You get somebody undrafted like a Matt Breida. You get just those type of backs, and then you get somebody like a Raheem Mostert who's been a journeyman running back from other teams, and then you turn him into a stud but never stayed healthy. But you take a flyer with somebody like Jordan Mason who you didn't even have to draft at all. You signed this kid undrafted. So if you think about it, you can do so well on scouting a running back late or get one undrafted. I think that would be brilliant if we don't draft high on a running back. But would it surprise me if we draft our running back? Like in the third round? It wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. Like, we might even go with a power back and we probably have no clue how to fucking use them. So that can be the possibility. But I would think, hopefully I'm right. Hopefully they just wait until it's undrafted. You can get one undrafted and you give them a chance to compete. But if you want to get one in the 7th round or 6th round and take a flyer, that's okay. It's not like you're risking too much on this guy. You want to see if he can make the team. And sometimes those low round picks, they're not guaranteed to make the roster. So they have a chance to showcase what they can be. They can either be added to your practice squad and develop, and it wouldn't be a big fucking risk on it. It's a lot better than just to invest a 3rd round pick running back who you're just going to play a little bit here and there, and then you're going to bench him and you're not going to use him. It's a wasted fucking pick. But realistically, there's other position of needs we can address. We need to address the offensive tackle, which we need somebody to compete with Colt McKivitz and maybe potentially replace Trent Williams the next couple of years. If you can find a suitable tackle in the draft in that 3rd round range that can compete and actually add some good depth, then that would be great. That would be a good option to go to. Oh, why not we value a safety who can replace Gibson next year so he can be ready for next year, so he can get some significant playing time, so he can learn this defense and be able to contribute. That would be a nice option in the 3rd round to get. It wouldn't be a bad choice. There's other options to consider in the draft that you can get at safety. Oh, why not get a cornerback depth? You never know with the injuries, and you can get this kid ready to play. Maybe he can make a strong case to compete for that starting spot because you never know. Sometimes those rookies come into the lead as those other draft picks, those low-end draft picks, and they come in and make a strong case. So that can be an interesting option to consider. Or, how about this? Let's get a tight end. Let's get a tight end who can be a difference maker with George Kittle, who can be a complementary tight end. George Kittle's getting up in age, and George Kittle can't stay healthy. And the backup tight ends behind George Kittle, they're average Joes for a reason, so they're not going to make a difference. But if you can get that other tight end, if you can get a number 2 tight end who can eventually replace Kittle at some point, that would be a nice pick. There's other options. There's other options for the Niners. We can get an edge rusher. We can get a defensive lineman. There's some value right there. I wouldn't be upset about those options. But running back, I would be upset because it's a reach. It's pointless. I don't care how fast that running back runs, bro. If you can get him in the late rounds, then I'm cool with it. But other than that, bro, I don't see no point of it. Because if you're going to draft this running back, he better be a fit. He better fit the system. He better excel, or else it's a wasted pick. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if he doesn't pan out or not. If he doesn't fit our system, and he doesn't turn out to be exactly how you freaking invest this guy, then you guys need to stop fucking evaluating running backs early and look at the running backs that nobody's paying attention to, and then maybe you could do your due diligence, and maybe you can get a damn serviceable running back who won't be a problem, who would actually fit the system, and who would actually excel and be a very suitable option to bring in. Maybe you develop them in your practice squad. Maybe you maybe you make an extra exception for that player to make the roster. Maybe he contributes on special teams, and maybe if injuries come into play, he can have a Raheem Mostert type impact and maybe make a huge difference. Maybe an Elijah Mitchell impact, maybe a Matt Breida impact. But you get what I'm saying. You got to look at it this way. You don't need to draft a running back that early. You don't. You can get one late. That's what I'm trying to say. And there's no need for running backs. We don't even need to draft one. We can get one undrafted, and he would be good. Look at Jordan Mason. We got him last year undrafted. He outperformed Ty Davis-Price. And Ty Davis-Price was a third-round pick. And how stupid was that for the front office? But that's my opinion, man. I would say no to running backs early. Just no. But let me know what y'all think. But I'll keep y'all posted. Peace.